Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Pits of the Metal Cast. This is your host, Dave. I got online with me drummer from Black Star Riders, Chad Szeliga. How you doing, Chad?
I am doing great, and yourself?
I'm good, thank you. Now, Chad, you're currently out on tour with the Mighty Saxon and the Mighty Judas Priest. How's that going, man?
Oh, it's been great. It's been really a great time meeting and hanging with everybody.
Now, the tour started March 13th?
Yeah, right in my neck of, really in my backyard. It was like 5 minutes from my house, the first show, and I literally drove my drums to the venue, which is the first ever.
So how'd the gig go in your hometown?
It was eventful. We had a whole new crew. Well, we had Casey, our guitar tech. One of my best friends I brought on the tour to help us out for a little bit, and a new front of house guy / TM. So we didn't get a sound check or anything. So it was pretty rough the first couple shows because when you do your first part of the run, you're getting all the gremlins out and everything, and Priest's first show, Saxon's first show, so we didn't get a sound check. So basically we get on stage, I have no wedge, I have no in-ears working, so I had to basically sing the whole time for the 40 minutes that we played. Our TM / front of house guy, Ryan, basically had maybe a couple minutes to dial everything in, so all we had was kick drum, a little bit of vocal, and barely any guitars the first show, and everyone's texting me going, you need to fire your front of house guy. I'm like, no, he's great, you just don't know what's going on. But unfortunately, everyone gets blamed, but no one knows what the chaos is on the first couple shows. Now, we've been blessed and been able to sound check a lot, and everything's been going great.
That's cool. So you joined Black Star Riders in 2017?
Yeah, I believe yesterday or today is a year now being with them.
So how's that going for you, man?
It's been great. They feel like my older brothers I've never had. They've really accepted me and taken me under their wing, and have taught me a few things about the road that, I haven't seen.
What's their names?
So how is it playing with two guys that were in Thin Lizzy, man?
Actually, three.
Three?
That's the drummer?
Damon, Ricky, and Scott. Obviously, Scott. But the way I met these guys was when I was in Black Label. Thin Lizzy opened up Black Label and Judas Priest like 4 or 5 years ago, and now I'm in the band.
So
as Black Star Riders. So it's kind of weird how it went full circle.
So let me ask you this: you said you went to their show and you saw them play, and that's how you met them. But do they?
No,
know
I actually was in Black Label at that time, touring.
Yeah, Black
with
Label
Thin
Society.
Lizzy.
Yeah, you were in Black Label Society. How long were you in Black Label Society for?
I believe like 3 years.
Well, okay, listen to this story. A couple years back, the girls, that store, it's for girls and guys, Plato's Closet?
The what?
Plato's Closet. You know Plato's Closet?
I can barely hear you, I'm sorry.
No, I said, that store called Plato's Closet?
Yeah.
Okay, well, a couple years back, I was in there. I found a long sleeve shirt and a tank top, girls, my size, of Black Label Society.
Yeah.
I was in complete shock, so I bought them. I love Black Label Society.
Yeah, they're great guys. They're doing really well now, and I'm really happy for Zach and the whole band.
Well, that's awesome you were in that band, man.
Mm-hmm.
So how does it feel? So let me ask you this: how does it feel being part of the big spotlight?
I wouldn't say me being in the spotlight. Those guys being in the spotlight. Me just backing up their spotlight. is great. It's definitely a blessing. You know, I've had a pretty good career that I can't complain. Playing with a lot of people that are very big in the food chain of the business that people looked up to, and it's such a great feeling. You know, playing with a guy who wrote "Boys Are Back in Town" and "Cowboy Song," and just know the history of that. You know, I'm a little bit younger than the guys, so there's stuff that they're still teaching me. You know, bringing me up on some songs I never even grew up on, and just being cultured and hearing stories of the good days with Thin Lizzy, and you know, hearing it from the horse's mouth, basically. So it's kind of surreal at times, but they're literally the coolest guys to play with.
That's so cool. So how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I am 41.
You ain't young.
What?
I'm like, you're young, but not that young.
No, I'm not young, but I am younger than them, so yeah, I am young.
So, you were in Breaking Benjamin from 2005 to 2013, huh?
Yeah.
Breaking Benjamin is one of my favorite bands. You're so cold and you're feeling... I used to karaoke that song all the time.
Yeah, I toured We're Not Alone when it was gold, and then it went platinum after that year. I toured with them, and then we went, and I did Rain, which was an acoustic song on We're Not Alone, and we made it heavier. And I did that, and then Who Wants to Live Forever, which was a tribute to Queen. I think it was called Killer Queen or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I did Phobia and Dear Agony with the band.
I see the set list right in front of me on the computer. I got, oh man, so many songs.
I know there's new records coming out tomorrow, I believe.
Well, tomorrow, we get paid, I'll probably buy it. If it's on vinyl. If it's on CD, I already have like 20,000 CDs. I'm good.
Yeah, I think it is on vinyl.
Okay, I'll buy it if it's on vinyl. I like vinyl. I got, trust me, my dear, I got fucking 20,000 CDs. It's too much.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I need to get rid of some of it.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
But hey, you know, nowadays it's just streaming music and downloading it and all that stuff. So having that in your house or wherever it's at is nice to have hands-on, because you don't have that anymore.
Yes, it's good to have the CDs, because I keep the CDs around, because the little books in the CD, I get them autographed by a lot of bands. Have you ever played with Shadows Fall or Iced Earth?
I've done festivals with both bands.
Shadows Fall and Iced Earth?
Super cool guys.
Yeah, those are my buddies.
Yeah, Jason Bittner. I went up to him and I said, "Hey, man, huge fan. My name's Chad." He goes, "I know who you are." And it doesn't hit you because, you know, you just treat yourself like you're a nobody. But when you start selling records and become a pretty successful band, people do know who you are. But I try to humble myself and not think that. So I just go up and I go, "Hey, my name's Chad." And people are like, "I know who you are." I'm like, "Oh, okay.
Yeah, like,
well, nice to meet you."
That is so cool. Like, when I saw you on Saturday Play, oh my God, you guys I took like 3,000 pictures, and I did like 3 Facebook Live videos, and I did 4 other videos on my cell phone, one of the cell phones. I had like 5 cell phones with me taking pictures all over the place.
Well, thank you for the support. It's hard when you're an opening band, especially for a metal crowd, as Judas Priest has. But they've been very respectful and responsive to what we're bringing as an opening act. I mean, does it help that Scott Gorham was in Thin Lizzy? Probably. But, you know, we've been blessed to have a pretty good response to the crowd.
Yeah, no, like when you guys were up on stage playing, were you near the stage when Biff and the other two guys were sitting there with, what's his face? Eddie Trunk.
Yeah, he's super cool.
No, were you near the area watching what was going on?
With Eddie Trunk? The only time I was actually hanging with Eddie Trunk was watching Saxon.
Okay. No. The question and answer one in the beginning of the show.
Oh, it's really hard for me to watch a lot of opening things because I'm in the mode of, like, to me, playing drums at a show is work. So if people spend that much money, I want to give them the best show. So I have to get in the right head space to practice and warm up before I go on stage. So I saw it vaguely for like maybe a couple minutes, and then I had to go do my thing.
Well, with me and Dave sitting up in the front, and we had the booth seats. We had the 4 vinyls with us of Saxon, okay? And I held them up in front of Eddie Trunk and Biff. I have the Rock the Nation, Power and Glory, and Crusader, and Denim and Leather. So I held them up. They're still in mint condition, like almost brand new. I held all 4 of them up. I got their attention. Then Biff said, and then I was the last person to ask a question. I asked Biff how did he come up with a band and how did he start it? And he just shot out. His answer was like a 10-minute answer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was crazy, man. I felt cool.
Yeah, we're just like everybody else.
Talk about him.
We just have a different job.
Okay. Now let's get into your background. When did you start playing drums? The first time you picked up drums, or first picked up an instrument, and what was the instrument, and who bought it for you, and what was the first song you started playing?
Well, that's a lot of questions, so hopefully I'll remember all of them. The first question is I started drumming when I was 2.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. I should say I've only been drumming for a couple months. It's more shocking to people that way. But I started when I was 2. My grandfather actually gave me my first snare drum. He really wanted me to play trombone because he played for like Tommy Dorsey and that kind of stuff in the big band era. And so he really wanted me to be a trombone player and kind of keep the trombone in the family, you would say. And I chose drums. Well, he became a band corps director. Okay. And so he gave me my first snare drum and it told me to learn rudiments. And then my parents bought me a kit from my across the street neighbor, and basically I was ready to play it. And my dad started playing the drums and put holes in the heads, and I didn't even get to play my drum set for the first day. And I seriously started getting into drumming in my later teens. Like, I'm talking like 8 hours a day, saying I'm going to be a drummer and I'm going to be one of the best. That was one of the goals. And then, lo and behold, here I am today, still making, knock on wood, a pretty good living at playing music. And what was the other question?
Okay. On the first band you were in.
On the first band I was in, wow. I have to say I was in a band called Protest, and I was like 16 years old.
Let me ask you, are you going to be 42 or did you just turn 41?
I just turned 41 in December.
So you were born in 77?
76.
76.
December 23rd.
Okay, so, you're 4 years older than me.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. So, when the 80s hit around, when you were like 4 years old, did you like any of the bands in the 80s? Did you like any metal bands?
I still, to this day, love the 80s more than I love the 90s or the millennium.
Yep.
I always had this debate with people. I think there were more catchy hooks and melody and even playing ability in the 80s than today. Everything is, obviously technology has changed, and you have Pro Tools, and you have YouTube and Instagram and all that crap. But back in the day, to go see a band, you had to go see a band.
You had to go to bars, get the flyers and shit like that.
You know, I go from Huey Lewis to Toto to Poison, Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses. To me, you know, my philosophy, if it's good, it's good, and if it sucks, it sucks. And today, I mean, you can really look at it, Poison's still touring.
Yeah,
Motley Crue, until they retired, still touring. Guns N' Roses. Not many bands nowadays can do that and have that longevity. So, you know, I think the 80s had a huge impact in the way I play music and hear melodies and all that kind of stuff.
Well, my first word, I was like 9 months old and I started talking. No, actually I was 7. 7 months old and I started talking in 1980.
Wow.
My first word was bitch. My mom was like, Isaiah, your daughter's going to be a rebel.
Yeah.
Because that was my first word, bitch. So then my mom started trying to get me into the pop music, like Madonna, Michael Jackson, stuff like that. She took me to those concerts, you know, when I was a little girl. Like 3, 4, 5. So anyways, I seen them all. I met them too and stuff like that. And one of my family members dates one of the Jacksons. I'm not going to say anything anymore. But just leave it to that. Anyways, yeah. I've been places where others haven't, and I've seen stuff others haven't. But so where were you born?
Where was I born?
Yeah.
Elyria, Ohio.
Oh, Ohio. So where do you live now?
I live in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania.
Oh, you live in Pennsylvania, the East Coast. Cool.
That first show.
Yeah, I've been there for about over 11 years now.
Oh, so the first show was in your hometown, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Literally in my backyard.
Over there to the concert.
Oh, cool. You drove your drums over to the concert. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at my i5, and I have an old iPhone, so I have an i5, and I'm looking at I have like 4 videos of yours on here. And all your pictures from the show is on the i5. Like 2,000 pictures. 2,000 pictures of you guys. I got your pictures when you were playing drums. I took like 100 pictures of you.
It's hard to shoot me because I play a ride cymbal, one of those big cymbals up really high, so it's hard to get a lot of photos of me.
I stood up and took pictures of you.
I found it more difficult to shoot Nigel buying a drum kit than you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Nigel's all the way up there, man.
Yeah, he's up high. He's a great drummer.
Oh, yeah, I like Nigel. Too bad we didn't get to meet you guys.
The what?
Too bad we didn't get to shake your hands and meet you guys.
Yeah, you know, that's the only downfall of playing a bigger show like that. You don't really get to interact with your fans after. More when you play clubs. You know, people are waiting by the bus, getting autographs, or just, you know, kicking the BS.
Yeah, I don't do the waiting by the bus anymore. I used to do that back in the day. I don't do that anymore. So tell me, you still have your first drum kit to this day, or you got rid of it?
No, I don't even. And I have a pretty good memory, but I don't remember what happened to that kit.
So do you still have your second drum kit? What you got?
No, I don't have any old kit that I grew up playing. One kit got stolen.
Oh, shit.
The other one I had to turn in. I was in a band called Switch, was like my first time band. We were a lot heavier. And I had a green kit. After my grandfather passed, he gave me some money, and I bought a Yamaha green beach kit. And our colors for the band were like red and black and white, and a green kit just wouldn't match the backdrop, so I had to sell it, which sucked, and I bought a Black Pearl, and now my lead singer has that at his studio. So I don't have one kit that I've really got my profession going.
No, I got your picture right here, right in front of me.
So currently on tour, you got a Tama Kid, right?
Correct. Yeah, I signed with those guys about 7 months ago, and they've been great to me. It's my favorite drum company
So
that I've been with.
that's who's endorsing you?
Yes.
Who's endorsing you on the guitars, on the drumsticks?
Vic Firth, Evans Drumhead, Zildjian Cymbals. I think I still am with LP Percussion. 1964 in-ears, and a plethora of other stuff. I have like clothing I wear and watches from Invicta, and you know, I'm like Wayne's World. I endorse everything.
It's okay. Have you heard of Warren Star Clothing? It's from Illinois.
Yeah, Damon's great friends with the owner. He came to our show at St. Charles at the Arcada Theater. Really nice guy, and his wife was a sweetheart. I've never worn it, but Damon wears it, and Ricky, I believe, wears it too, here and there.
I wear Warren Star. I have a lot of clothes from there. Those guys are my friends too.
Rock and roll.
Nice.
Huh?
Rock and roll star.
How about Rock and Roll Star?
I don't know about that one.
Oh, you should check it out. They got good stuff.
There's so many clothing lines.
I know, right?
I've been with Affliction for God knows how many years.
Okay.
At least 8, 9 years, and they've always been great to me. And I wasn't into like the bro rock clothing with like the wings and all that, but they've toned it down now. And they make great jeans and some really nice threads.
Okay, I got a story for you on Affliction. So, this was like 5 years ago. Me and Dave, we had a lot of money. Blah blah. We went to the mall, and we went into the store Affliction, and I was actually gonna buy me 2 pairs of jeans and like 3 or 4 shirts. Dave was gonna buy himself a pair of jeans and like a couple shirts. So you know we're getting up to register and stuff, and the girl's like, it comes out total 500 something. That I like. You know what? I left the clothes and walked out.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'm not paying $500 for like 7.
Yeah, I mean, their stuff's really expensive, so I've been very blessed to be able to endorse them. I also endorse this company called Black Fly Sunglasses. You ever heard of those?
Yeah, I have a pair of shades.
Yeah, they make great sunglasses, so I just got to deal with them.
Yeah, Dave has the shades. He wears them every day.
Yeah, they're great sunglasses.
I wear the cheaper dollar store shades.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have Prada, then my sister stole them and she broke them.
I would endorse Doritos or whoever at this point. I endorse this company called Get Grinds, and it's like caffeinated coffee pouches instead of like dipping for people.
Yeah.
You just put those in, and you can swallow your spit. As disgusting as that sounds, but it tastes like coffee. And it has vitamin B12. So it's great for, if you don't have a cup of joe by you, you can just do that, and it's equivalent to, I think, 2 cups of coffee.
So, during all these years you've been playing in bands and stuff, how many albums you have under your belt that you're on?
Of endorsements?
No, albums.
Oh, of everything?
Yeah, of all the bands you've been in.
Oh my gosh. Probably. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Probably over 10 records.
That's it?
Yeah. But I mean, I've done local stuff. I've done so much. I don't even remember.
Do you play
exactly?
Do you play in any other bands besides Black Star Riders?
Have I what?
Do you play in any other bands? Do you have any other side projects?
Oh, yeah, I have 2 bands I'm doing right now. A band called Walking with Lions and a band called Inflection Point.
What type of music is that?
It's borderline like Breaking Benjamin, Deftones.
Okay. That's cool. See, I like the music you play, but I'm more of a thrasher and a power heavy metal.
Oh, you like the heavier stuff?
I like thrash music, like Slayer, Exodus, and shit like that.
I did some shows with Slayer,
Yeah.
am not a big metal guy, period, but I appreciate it. And Slayer put on a great, great show.
Hey.
Felt like I had to go to church at parts of my life, but other than that, it was a pretty solid show.
Hey, my favorite song is Mr. Brownstone. We be dancing with Mr. Brownstone.
Oh, yeah, that's a great song.
That's my favorite song. Whenever I play in the car, Dave's like, shut it off. I'm like, shut up.
So now, Chad, that show you mentioned in St. Charles, Illinois, the headline show, how'd that one go for you guys?
Oh, it was great. We had a really good turnout. Because the band never really plays in the States, especially as Black Star Riders. I think they've done a handful of shows. So, again, we've been blessed to have a great, response from the audience on our own shows and in February.
And it'll be on Nuclear Blast too, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can't say what the new record's going to sound like because we haven't written a lot yet. Ricky and Damon have been hashing out some ideas, and from what I've heard, sounds really good.
So how many minutes do you think it's going to be? How long will it be?
Oh, I don't know. If I could predict the future, I would play the Powerball right now.
I could predict the future. I could play the Powerball, but I don't because it's evil.
Usually you want to put, 12 songs, the minimum.
Yeah.
On a record. Everything else is like free. You get paid for 12. If you put 14, you don't get paid any extra for those.
So, what's your fondest memory of being in this band so far?
Just the camaraderie. We're all bros. Like, we all hang and do things together. And, not many bands hang anymore. And, if there's an issue, we all address it and we try to nip it in the bud. It's really a pact of brothers.
That's cool. Do you, when you drive your personal car, do you have a CD player or MP3 player?
I have a CD player, but I usually just play Napster on my phone and stream, because you have to pay for it now, so I stream music to my car, Bluetooth.
Yeah, I'd rather just play my CDs or just go on YouTube off my phone, play songs that way.
But I did listen to Damon's CD that he just put out not too long ago. It's like live. It's him, doing some Lizzie stuff, some Black Star Rider stuff.
Yeah.
Brother Kane, his first band, he did that, I think, with Signs. And he plays with a whole nother band out of Nashville, so he gave me a copy of that, and that was like the last thing I have in my CD deck, actually.
That's cool. I got the new Judas Priest in my CD deck.
Oh, great. Yeah, that record's really good.
Yeah, too bad I didn't have enough money so I could buy your CD at the show.
Yeah.
Oh,
you can always get it on iTunes or this or that.
So, let me ask you,
yeah.
What websites do you guys have?
What website?
Yes.
It's just blackstarriders.com, I believe.
You guys have Facebook also too, right?
We're on all social media.
Okay. So what do you think about social media?
Google Black Star Riders.
What do you think about social media?
I plead the fifth.
So in the next 5 to 10 years, where do you think your band will be at?
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
In the next 5 to 10 years, where do you think your band will be at?
I don't know. I mean, I think this new record is really going to dictate the future of this band. What it's going to break. There's those one-hit wonders, and there's those bands that don't have that one hit that really takes them to the next level, but they have a longevity. Just the names of who we've played with, definitely helps us, but we don't want to use the Breaking Benjamin, the Rat, the Thin Lizzy, the Almighty, all these bands that we've played played with to take away from what is originally has been started with the Black Star Riders. We believe in Black Star Riders, and we want that to be known. And it comes with fringe benefits of every other thing we've done solo-wise. But we really want to concentrate on making the best record for the fans out there.
I don't remember if I don't know if you remember the one pop band VI3, the one hit wonder band.
Mm-mm.
Oh, anyways, yeah, they were one hit wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw them, you know, and plus I'm friends with those guys.
Oh, nice.
I grew up with those guys. So,
What advice would you give upcoming?
What advice would you give to upcoming bands?
Just stay with it. You know, when it gets hard, ride that wave. The only people that make it are the ones that struggle and push through. You know, it's not an easy career. There's always an up and down roller coaster in this job, no matter if you sell millions of records. More money, more problems.
So, let's get into some fun questions. What's your favorite food?
Mexican.
Mexican. Like us, what type of Mexican food?
Just like, you know, tacos, bean burritos, potato burritos, beef and bean burritos, like anything that has Mexican, I'll eat.
I made some beef egg rolls and cheese egg rolls today. They were
Oh, nice.
good. They were fucking good. It's the best egg rolls I've made yet. So,
Oh, wow.
what's your favorite drink? Non-alcoholic or alcoholic? Either one.
Say this again?
What's your favorite drink? Non-alcoholic or alcoholic?
Well, I don't drink alcohol.
Good.
And I barely drink soda anymore. I do more like ginger ale.
Favorite fruit smoothie?
Favorite
Fruit.
what?
Favorite fruit smoothie?
Favorite group movie?
Favorite fruit smoothie? Fruit. Do you drink?
Fruit like watermelon?
No, yeah, fruit smoothie. SMOOTHI.
Oh, smoothie. I thought you said movie. I'm like, killer tomatoes? I don't know. I don't know. I like strawberry banana.
Oh yeah, I like that one too. So does Dave. Okay, your favorite film of all time?
Jaws.
Jaws. So that's Dave's too. Oh my God, you and Dave have so much in common. I hate Jaws. I hate that movie so much. What the hell are you gonna watch a shark? No, whatever.
There's a new shark movie that's coming out.
There's a new shark movie coming out.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, that's what Dave said.
It better not be like Sharknado 27.
I know, right?
I just watch them just because it has sharks in it, but I literally laugh at it.
Have you seen a new movie, Vacation?
Vacation?
Yeah, the one with Kelly Bundy in it.
No, I don't think so.
You know, the Ted Bundys?
Oh, Christine Applegate one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that one. When they're in the water and there's like syringes and extra ears.
Yeah, it's on pause right now.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I just bought it for like $1 at the video store, and it's on pause right now, yeah. So, first concert you ever been to?
Steve Miller.
Really? First metal concert you've been to?
Rush.
Nice. What year?
Test Counterparts and Test for Echoes.
Cool. I don't know that year.
Who started heavy metal?
Who?
It was like 95, 90. Yeah, 95, I think it was.
Yeah, I was a teenager then. So, who do you think started heavy metal?
Who started heavy metal? Well, if you really want to get down to the nitty gritty of it, Louie, Louie, Louie is the first heavy metal song.
Louie, Louie, Louie. Yeah, I remember
back in the day.
I remember that song.
But I think when you say metal, you think of Ronnie James Dio.
I think of Black Sabbath, 1960 something.
See, I would go with Ronnie James Dio, Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden.
Judas Priest.
How about Judas Priest? Yeah. Because they've been around forever.
Yeah.
Top 5 favorite bands.
The Police.
Ooh, good choice.
Earth, Wind and Fire.
Nice.
Chicago, Steely Dan.
Nice. I have like 4 Chicago vinyls. You know how you can
I wanted that gig so bad because Trish quit not too long ago, and I would have loved to play for them.
You know how they say you could play the Chicago vinyl backwards because double talking?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I did that, and I didn't hear nothing.
Did you hear anything?
No, I didn't hear nothing. It was funny.
Nice.
And I didn't hear nothing. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this shit? So who's the one drummer that inspired you to play drums?
Well, it started with Buddy Rich.
Oh, cool.
And then I got into Neil Peart of Rush. Then I got into Dave Weckl, Dennis Chambers, and the guy that really changed my life in drumming was one of the most underrated drummers is Greg Bisonet.
Nice.
He played for David Lee Roth, Joe Satriani.
Yeah, I know.
And then I got into later Tony Williams, who was another guy I really looked up to. And then I had a guy named Manu Katché, Stuart Copeland. You know, I love drummers that have a sound that when you hear them, you know it's him, like Alex Van Halen. You know it's Alex Van Halen when he drums.
Yeah.
He's another underrated drummer. Now, one of my favorite drummers now is Zoltan Chaney.
Nice.
He plays for Slaughter and Vince Neil. Look him up.
I know who he is.
Oh, you do?
I've seen Slaughter so many times. I've seen Vince Neil so many
He's
times.
one of the most entertaining drummers I've ever seen.
I've seen
And
Tesla.
he plays with a purpose, and that's what I love about him.
I seen Poison, Tesla, Jackal, Cinderella. I seen all those bands.
Yeah.
Yep, I seen them back in the day. So, let me ask you this. 1 sec. So, out of all these new metal bands or new rock bands that came out, do you have any ones that you listen to?
I was really into a band called Carnival.
Carnival?
From Perth, Australia. They're really good. I was getting into a band called Lower Than Atlantis.
Okay.
I still listen to the Deftones. I love them.
Oh, they're good.
I like Korn's new record. I think Slipknot's great. It's not my cup of tea, but they're great at what they do.
I've seen Slipknot twice.
Like Avenged Sevenfold?
Do you like Avenged Sevenfold?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's not my cup of tea music. I was going to try to go after that gig, but I wanted it to be fair for a person that hasn't ever been in a band like that loves that band, like lives and breathes that band.
Yeah.
And they're phenomenal live. I've done shows with them. And they're a great band. It's just not, my cup of tea.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing. I like their music. I like the songs. I like some of their songs. Just, I seen them once and I'll never see them again. I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, I like Power and the Meters and stuff like that. So going from that to Avenged Sevenfold, but then you talk to like Sinister Gates, and he's not like Slayer, Motorhead. He's probably like saying stuff that you're like, huh? Really? Like, seriously?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, yeah, we play metal for our job, but that doesn't mean we live and breathe that music. because I think when you listen to Avenged Sevenfold, they're an eclectic band. Either you like them or you don't. And they have a plethora of styles in their music. I mean, they're all great players, you know, and Brooks coming into the band now, he's added his whole, you know, finesse to it. And I think when a band is good, they're good. Even if you don't like them, you know, you still have to appreciate it. You know, I'm not a huge fan of Five Finger Death Punch, but I appreciate what they do, and they do it good. And who am I to say that it sucks? Because when I do that, it's just taking away rock.
Yeah, Five Finger Death Punch and Avenged Sevenfold, no. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. Okay, so, what do you think about David Bowie? I know he passed away, rest in peace.
I thought he was great.
I loved him. Oh, I loved his movie Labyrinth. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's a classic.
Okay, so many years ago, back in the 90s, this was like a year before I met Dave. Me and my friend Beth, we were downtown. David Bowie was down there, downtown Chicago, and David Bowie was down there. So she brought my VHS and her VHS with her, and she didn't even ask me to take my VHS. So anyways, I didn't even know we were going to go see David Bowie. So we went to see David Bowie, and he signed our VHS, and we got pictures with him. He was so nice.
Wow.
Oh my god, I love that movie, Lavin. Have you seen a movie?
Oh yeah, that's a classic.
You remind me of the Babe with the powers. Oh, I love his songs. I have one of his CDs in my CD player. It's the China Girl CD. I have other CDs of his. I just don't know where they're at. They're buried in all these CDs I have, man. I have so many CDs, like I told you.
Nice.
I need to get me some Black Star Rider CDs, add it to the collection.
Yeah, you do.
Actually, vinyl, not CD. I want to go for vinyl.
Yeah, get the vinyl.
How much is it?
I just play drums and show up at gigs. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know the price of anything.
Is it for sale on BlackStarRiders.com?
I believe so, yeah.
Through Nuclear Blast, maybe?
Huh?
Nuclear Blast.
What?
Through Nuclear Blast.
Or Nuclear Blast, right?
Or Nuclear Blast, correct.
Okay.
Tomorrow they play Salt Lake City.
And tomorrow, you guys play Salt Lake City tomorrow?
Correct.
Where? What place?
I think it's called the Arena or something like that.
I'll send my 40 friends that live there to watch you guys.
Sounds good.
So you get more fans.
Thank you. We need it.
Well, thank you for your time, my friend.
Thank you so much.
This was like an honor talking to you. You're just like one of the guys, you know?
Oh, hey, that's how I always want to be treated. I'm nobody special.
Yeah, nobody. This is how everybody should be treated. Nobody, just like the president or ex-president, or same thing with everybody. You know, everybody's everybody. Just who cares if you have money or if they don't have money? Who cares? Everybody's a person. You know, we're all.
The people that need to be more appreciated are the people that fight for our freedom.
Yes.
Not musicians.
Yes.
I mean, yes, we save lives in different ways, but they really save lives, and they go behind closed doors and never get credit where credit should be due.
Hey, I pay for vets' meals at the restaurants.
That's great.
Yeah, I do a lot of good deeds for this world. I'm not a bad person. I'm telling you this. I'm not a blue pill. I'm not a liberal.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. So yeah, thank you for your time, man.
Thank you so much.